Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Seattle, because we're in a float plane, and this is the one place I know for sure I can put a float plane. And aboard our Aichi M6A. Interesting looking plane. I have discovered that when I open the cockpit, what actually happens is a guy turns around and puts a gun out. I also noticed that he has no neck. One, so you can see right through his neck. Two, his feet actually go into the wall when he turns around. Watch. Woo! There's his legs. I have no idea what he does. Oh, he's a navigator. That's what he's. Navigator, radio operator. Duh. But then he turns around, and when he turns around, his feet go out. And he has no neck. That's an interesting predicament for that gentleman, but hey, what do you know? Let's, do we actually have a neck? Oh, we don't have a neck. Well, okay. Both of us are necklace. All right. Both of us wear a necklace. All right, let's power up our Aichi Alsuta Type 31 liquid-cooled inverted V12, 1,400 horsepower. Actually, do we have flap? We do have flap. Good, we probably need it. Let's go. In the air we go to the skies above Seattle in a Japanese aircraft. Let's retract the flaps and hope we don't die, maybe? Oh, good lord. Are you going to climb, plane? Are you going to climb? Climb, plane! Climb to the skies! Good lord. Okay. Let's quiet it down a little bit. The Aichi M6A Saira, I have completely mispronounced that, was a submarine-launched attack float plane designed for the Imperial Navy, Japanese Navy, of course, during World War II. From the late 1920s, the Imperial Japanese Navy had developed a doctrine of operating float planes from submarines to search for targets. In December 1941, Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese Combined Fleet, Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto, proposed constructing a large fleet of submarine aircraft carriers whose purpose was to mount aerial attacks against American coastal cities. Submarines would surface to launch their aircraft by catapult, submerge to avoid detection, then surface again to retrieve the aircrews who had ditched their planes nearby. To equip the submarine aircraft carriers, the Imperial Japanese Naval Air Service requested that Aichi design a folding attack aircraft with a range of 1,500 kilometers or 810 nautical miles and a speed of 555 kilometers an hour. The original specification dispensed with a traditional undercarriage, but it was later decided to fit the aircraft with detachable twin floats to increase its versatility. If conditions permitted, these would allow the aircraft to alight next to the submarine, be recovered by crane, and then reused. The floats could be jettisoned in flight to increase performance, or left off altogether for one-way missions. The Sarai's wings rotated 90 degrees and folded hydraulically against the aircraft's fuselage to allow for storage within the submarine's 3.5 meter or 11-foot diameter cylindrical hangar. As finalized, each I-400 class submarine had a large, watertight hangar capable of accommodating up to 3 of these aircraft. They were to be launched via a 26-meter or 85-foot compressed air catapult mounted on the forward deck. A well-trained crew of 4 men could roll a Sarai out of its hangar on a collapsible catapult carriage, attach the plane's pontoons, and have it ready for flight in approximately 7 minutes. Now think about that. We're going from we're ready to go to, oh, what was that engine note change? I don't know. To we're gone in 7 minutes. That's actually pretty impressive numbers when you think about it. The first mission of the Sarai Squadron was to be a surprise air attack on the Gatun locks of the Panama Canal to cut the main supply line for U.S. forces in the Pacific. When the force was finally ready to set off on their mission against Panama, however, Japan's increasingly desperate situation led to a change in plans, with the target for the attack, called Operation Hikari, or Splendor, being switched to the American base at the Ulithi Atoll, where forces, including aircraft carriers, were massing in preparation for attacks on the Japanese homeland. The flotilla departed Japan on 23 July 1945, proceeded towards Ulithi. However, on 16 August, the flagship I-401 received the radio message from headquarters informing them of Japanese surrender, ordering them return to base. All 6 Sarais on board the 2 submarines, having been disguised for the operation as American planes in violation of the laws of war, were catapulted into the sea with their wings and stabilizers folded or pushed overboard to prevent capture. And also because, well, they were painted wrong. Not wrong, but just, you know, not good to violate the rules of war. I love that we have rules of war. It's like the weirdest thing ever. Oh, we have a rule for killing each other. Oh, that's nice. Crew of 2, as you've seen. Our maximum speed is 474 kilometers an hour, or 295 miles an hour at 5,200 meters. That is 17,000-ish feet. Range of 1,190 kilometers, or 739 miles. We're armed with one 13mm cabin-mounted Type 2 machine gun on the back, and one Type 91 torpedo, or two 250-kilogram, 551-pound bombs, or one 850-kilogram, or 1,874-pound bomb. Obviously, we've got the one big bomb on the bottom of ours. Let's try to land this thing without hitting that boat over there. All right, we've throttled down. We got our flaps out. Plenty of flap there. Let's touch down gently-ish on the water. Gently-ish. There we go. We're on the water. Nicely done, plane. Nicely done. All right. So the cockpit. I'm saddened by the cockpit in many, many ways. I'm not even going to say what that control stick looks like. Is it even clickable? I didn't even check. No, it's one of those unclickable cockpits. I hate unclickable cockpits. All right, let's check shift 1. That's worse. 2, there's our GPS. Okay. 3, there's a radio stack. Very modern. 4, nope, that's it. We're still moving, actually. Are we still moving? Yeah, we are still moving. Okay. What do I think? I'm really disappointed with the cockpit. But it's an interesting looking aircraft. Definitely an interesting time in the war. Japan was getting a little bit desperate, but still produced an interesting idea. The I-400 and the I-401, which are the 2 mama ships, mama subs, were interesting concept. I do notice that the holder for our bomb is actually sticking into our air intake there, but hey, you know, whatever. An interesting plane. If you want to add it to your hangar, yeah, the cockpit needs a lot of help, so I don't know if you really want to, but check it out if you're interested in interesting World War II Japanese equipment. Until next time, I've been DerTebbers. This has been your Flight Simulator X Plane Spotlight, the Aichi M6A Seiran. Siren. Ooh, I'm going to call it the Siren now. That's probably wrong. It's very wrong.